This is our first year. In fact, we're only in our first few months, and we're doing fairly well. But my goal is just to break even. I've been in the restaurant business for over 15 years. I was at Cluth, Coney Island for 9 years, and I managed there for 6 of those years, and basically did everything. I cooked, I took orders. I went to NC State, and I majored in psychology, but I originally went there for math. At some point, I realized that I wanted to open up my own restaurant, and after a few years, I started working at an Italian restaurant, and I was a sous chef there for a while, and trying to get experience, trying to get to the point where I could open my own restaurant, and got really close, but just a little too expensive. And in lieu of that, I decided to do a truck, which I actually think I like better. When I opened, I didn't think it would be easy, but I thought it would be less work than opening a restaurant. I'm finding that it may even be more work because I'm doing more stuff by myself. In fact, until 2 weeks ago, I didn't have any employees, so I was prepping, doing everything myself, and my mom would actually hop on the truck and take orders. In being in the restaurant business, you don't deal with finding locations. That's probably been the hardest thing, because you have to, in the meantime, you're prepping, you're serving food, and then sometimes you have to find time to actually contact people and get your name out there, and then, I'm still learning. All I can do is tweet, and send messages on Facebook and hope that people still come out. My mom taught me how to cook a little bit, but I was actually a very picky eater as a child. I think it was actually one time when she was out of town and my dad was watching us that he actually said, fine, if you're not gonna eat my food, then make something yourself. And I was like, okay. And I just kind of started doing that. I wanted to open a restaurant. It was gonna be an Italian restaurant, and one of my favorite things was the meatballs that my family has always made. Barone is my mom's maiden name. Her whole family is Sicilian, and being half Italian, I always wanted to somehow find a way to bring that into my business. I change my menu about every week. Today I'm doing a gyro ball, which I've done for the first time this week. It's a lamb meatball with Greek seasonings, with tzatziki sauce and a lettuce and tomato on a pita bread. My most popular dishes, I have the mom's Italian meatball, which is a family recipe. It comes from at least my great-grandmother, could come from even further along, but definitely from Sicily. We also serve a vegetarian option. We have a spinach artichoke, which we have today, and a zucchini smoked Gouda with a red pepper cream sauce. And then I'm also doing eggplant meatball, which is basically my answer to my mom's Italian meatball, but in veggie form. The most fun thing about the truck is I'm able to cook, but also I'm able to interact with the customers and just see the faces of the people eating my food. That's the mom's Italian, that's the gyro. I've learned that it takes a lot of hard work, and as long as you do that, at the end of the day, you want a lot of fun.